Oh, hello everybody. So next one is your DL24. So we're going to do is solving polynomial equations. And the first approach is we're going to use the factoring because we just finished factoring. So we're going to solve polynomial equations by factoring method. So to do that, we need the rule is called the zero factor rule. So zero factor rule means is if there is a two factors equal zero, so then we're going to substitute either first one equals 0 or the second one equals 0. So keep in mind, when you solve polynomial equations by factoring, we need to use the zero factor rule. Some books we call zero factor property. So zero factor rule, zero product rule is the same thing because product is the same as the factors. But remember, so the condition is we can only use this rule if one of the side, I'm going to say left hand side, so either way, so the left hand side must be in factored format. Remember, this one must be in factored format. And if it's not factored, then we will factor using all those X method and all those special cases we'll learn. So then number two is the second condition is the right hand side must be equal 0. Keep in mind. So right hand side must be equal 0. It's called the zero factor rule. Mean one of the side must be 0. The other one must be in factored format. Well, then if it's a factor, then when we substitute each factor equals 0, so it becomes your linear equation. So then we're going to have two solutions. Sometimes there's more than two, so it depends. So let me show you some examples. And your homework is pretty easy. And I'm going to give you about 10 problems focusing only when the one side is already factored. So tonight is easier today. And then maybe tomorrow we can do a little harder. So here, so I'm going to ask you is to solve x minus 3 times x plus 10 equal 0. Okay, so now the first thing is it is equal 0, that's good sign. So now read this one, x minus 3 times x plus 10. So when you read in your head times, mean the left hand side is already factored. If you are reading no times or something like the trinomial or binomial, it's not factored, we will factor. So this side is already factored, equals 0. This means we can apply the zero factor rule. For the first factor, x minus 3. So it's either x minus 3 equals 0 or x plus 10 equals 0. So that was split. So when you split, it becomes your first degree equation, linear equation. Then we're going to use the same thing, move and divide. So in this case, just the move. What the opposite of negative 3 is positive 3. Well, this side, what is the opposite of positive 10 is negative 10. And you'll see they write as a solution set. The solution set is they use mostly those curly braces, 3 comma negative 10. So this is known as a solution set. Okay, so make sure you have 10 problems, very similar to this. The one other side is a factor and equals 0. We need to just split. And tomorrow and next couple of days, I'll give you some problems you have to factor first. And eventually we'll do some problems when the right hand side is not 0. Then we're going to make it 0 first. Then we'll simplify and factor. So let me give you maybe one more example. So here is a, for example number 2. Solve 5x minus 4 times 3x plus 7 equal 0. Okay, so now if you read this one, read left, right. 5x minus 4 times. When you read times mean the left hand side is already factored. Is equal 0. This means we can apply which rule? Zero factor rule. So remember, zero factor rule. So I can write again. So apply here zero factor rule. Remember this one. This one is commonly used all the way to high level math. So now the first factor, it could be either or in any order. So then by zero factor rule, either first factor equals 0 or the second factor equals 0. Okay, so that's your two equations now. We already know how to solve by using move and divide method. And what we're going to move here is what the opposite of negative 4 this side becomes positive 4. Well, then we divide by 5. So the first solution is x equals 4 over 5. The other one is 3x equals, the other side become negative 7. X equals negative 7 over 3. Well, then the solution set is, they write this one here. So first one is a 4 over 5, comma. Make sure you do not use the parentheses because parentheses represent the ordered pairs. Okay, so that's your lesson for the day. Very simple. And I gave you all the problem. The left-hand side is a factor equals 0. I want to make sure you are comfortable using the zero factor rule. Zero factor sometimes called zero product. And tomorrow I'll give you some problems when you have to factor. It could be binomial, could be trinomial, could be special factors, so special rules. So we will figure it out. Okay, so keep it up. And homework has only 10 problems, so please do all carefully. Watch the video first, and then but take it serious because we don't know how long it's going to continue, like distance learning. Then maybe next year as well. We don't know, but you have to take it serious. Thank you. We'll see you soon.